Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Mayfield on play action. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Winston. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early. After the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play action now. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Winston's throw caught by Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Play fake. Winston. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Winston being chased out left. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Great work by Damian Wilson to drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And that one off the mark. Incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Winston. Buying time to his left. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Ingram. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our 2nd ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We've got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The Panthers are 12-4 now on the year, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win, to run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. A first down throw for Winston. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston forced out to his left. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do is maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Jameis now on first down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So we have come to halftime, and we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Winston from the gun on third down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Now a run up the middle with Washington. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Winston. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Washington. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where it's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Damian Wilson in on the stop. From the 27, Winston. Being chased out left. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. Give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. Touchdown! Marquez Callaway from 13 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The pass caught by Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Winston. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Winston. Complete to Olave on the out route. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. To the air again with Winston. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Callaway. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken at about the 1. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. From the 5, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Gonzalez's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's Winston. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. He completes it to Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. One last shot now for Winston. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-tying field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. Looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not